We started our pilgrimage by waking up at 4:40 a.m., managing to leave our place by 5:20. After 268 miles, 4 hours later, we arrived at Bashore, Miami, in Coral Gables. The petit gâteau, macarons, bonbons, and viennoiserie looked just as good as the pictures I had been lusting over for months. We were fully prepared for a feast. We hadn't eaten dinner the night before, and the long car ride helped to build up our appetite. We drank lattes and tried the ham and cheese croissant. It ended up being so good that we brought home 2 at the end of our trip. This is the Bashore egg sandwich. Guava and cheese pancakes. We finished our breakfast with the exotic fruit croissant tart with mimosas. We left Bashore and went to check out the famous South Beach, where we quickly realized that we are spoiled living near Clearwater. The sand was rocky and shelly. The waves were tiny, it was hot, no trees in sight, but our bellies were full and we had our toes in the ocean. It didn't take us long to get our fill of wind, sand, and sun, so we headed back to the air conditioning of our car to do a bit of drone flying. Then we reversed our route and headed back for lunch. We loved the arepas fritters, stuffed with cotija cheese. We split the Bashore Turkey Club sandwich so that we would have room for our first dessert, the Bashore Rocher. After lunch, we drove another 50 miles south to our Airbnb in North Key Largo. We explored our surroundings from the sky. And watched the sunset from a bird's eye view. Macarons were the perfect ending to a long day, and the dulce de leche cronut gave us a nice sugar rush to start the next day. We thought 87 degrees didn't sound horrible, but we only lasted 45 minutes with the humidity and still air.
She rolls the window down, and she talks over the sound of the cars that pass us by, and I don't know why, but she's changed.
I only took 2 pictures, but there were a ton of scuba shops. This is the historic 7-mile bridge that connects the middle and lower Florida Keys. The original construction began in 1909, financed by Henry Flagler. It was damaged by a hurricane in 1935 and sold to the U.S. government, who converted it from a train bridge into an automobile bridge. The newer bridge carries the water supply to the lower Keys, as well as fiber optic cables. $77 million in restorations to the original bridge began in 2014, with a completion date of late 2021. We watched some street performers in Mallory Square. Watched the clouds dance over the sunset. Drove down famous Duval Street. And visited the southernmost point that's not on a military base. After a leisurely morning, we stopped by Beshore again on the way home. Our servers recognized us. This time, we really hit the desserts. First was the pistachio Paris-Brest. Next was the berry shortcake and the Manjari chocolate. We were entertained by the seaweed straw. It caused nucleation, which is a fancy way of saying it caused the fizz to bubble and stick to the straw. And then it was time to head home, but we brought 11 pastries with us.